Hi Virgo, happy early birthday to the Virgo Suns, and welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-August 2023 love reading. Thank you to those of you who liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, so what's opening in front of us, it's what I call the Bridge and the Gap spread. And the way it works is a look at the past, present, and future energies between you and your main love interests. Once we get through all that, we'll pull some oracle cards as well with some additional insight. That's where the Bridge and the Gap dynamic comes into play. And as far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, on the right side we have the Romantic Tarot. And also keep in mind it's a general reading, so I'm going to be your friends, and the cards on the left is your energy, and the cards on the right is the other person's. If you feel like it's the other way around in your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that away, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have the 10 of Coins. So this is actually Virgo energy here, so this could certainly be you on this side, but to me, this says that more than anything, more than likely you saw a lot of potential for growth within this connection, right? So whether or not you acted on that potential could go either way. But at the very least, I see that you had an openness to it, and at the very least, that there was potential there for it to go the distance. All right, past energy on their side, we have the Lovers. So this is the major arcana card for Gemini, and here, if we look at this, it looks like, obviously, it seems like there were some genuine feelings on their part as well in the past, and a desire to kick things up as far as the romance goes between the two of you. Alright, present energy on your side, we have the Prince of Coins. So this is actually more Virgo energy here. This is the core card energy that represents Virgo, and to me, this could just be saying that now, whereas maybe with the 10 of Coins, it was more of a visualization that you had that, okay, I see that this person has some potential. With this Prince of Coins energy, it could just be saying that now you're actually shifting into actually wanting to come forward and offering a commitment to this person. So in the past, it might have just been thought about. Now it looks like you're moving into more of an action-oriented energy to actually present it to this person. Alright, present energy on their side, we have the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups usually points to an energy of someone who wasn't happy with what was on offer right now. The energy in this particular deck comes across quite differently, which is to say that to me this looks more like two people who had a past together, might have gone their separate ways for a while, and now there could be a reconnection at play here. So for some of you, given that we do see these are pretty strong energies in the past, this could just be saying that this is someone you might have already been committed to in the past, and the way we see the trees don't have as much life in the present as they did in the past could just be saying that that might represent the passage of time, right? So maybe the two of you have been apart for some time, and now in the present you could just be coming back together, possibly due to the realization that, you know, maybe there was nothing else better out there for either of you. All right, future energy on your side, we have the Five of Arrows. So this is the equivalent to the Five of Swords. It's an Aquarius energy. And really with this could point to a self-sabotaging type behavior, usually due to unhealed wounds. So for example, in most of these decks, you'll see the 3 swords, or in this case, arrows together, and then 2 separate. Now, if we look at their hand, right, it looks like they're holding on to 3 arrows, which makes you think of the 3 arrows or 3 of swords energy. And that could often lead to, you know, if you're carrying a wound with you that you haven't necessarily addressed, that could come back to bite you in future situations. So I feel like that could just be the warning there. And especially given the fact that you guys have the Venus retrograde going on in your 12th house, which could be a tricky placement. And then you guys are also going to have that Mercury retrograde in your sign as well. So I don't feel like this has to be a major issue, but I feel like it's at the very least something to watch out for, which could be, you know, could just be as simple as you might put your foot in your mouth in some conversation that you have with this person. Doesn't have to be a permanent end or anything like that, but just something that at least keep on your radar that there's that potential there. So if there is something that you feel like was unhealed, especially if it's directly related to the two of you, you might want to actually look at it and give it some thought before you do come forward. All right, future energy on their side, we have the Sun. So this is actually a pretty positive energy here. To me, it says that to me, this gives off an energy of purity and strength as well. So it could just be one of those things where, so let's say, again, like I said, it looks like the two of you might have actually been involved in the past. There could have been a split and a separation, and now you guys might be coming back together. And again, like I said, if there was some kind of unhealed wound on your side, it looks like that wouldn't be the case for this person. So that's something to keep in mind as well, right? So maybe if you're thinking, oh, I wonder if they're still holding on to that thing, right? And then that could cause that issue to bubble back up to the surface. Doesn't look like that's the case on their side. Looks like they're feeling pretty positive around the situation. All right, bottom of the deck on your side, we have the Princess of Cups. So this is the equivalent to the Page of Cups, and could just be saying that maybe you've just, for whatever reason, you struggle to actually express your feelings for this person, right? We do see the birds in the background, which to me often represent communication, and we see the cup, but at the same time, her back is turned to the cards on the side, right? So maybe there was a pull for you to communicate your feelings to this person, but you just might have, for whatever reason, struggled around doing so. All right, and bottom of the deck on their side, we have the Five of Wands. So in some ways, the Five of Wands can come across as a slightly less sharp energy to the Five of Swords, or Five Pharaohs in this case, but very similar in certain ways as well. But in this deck in particular, what always stands out to me with this is sometimes a theme that could pop up with the Five of Wands is competition. And here we see that there's multiple people up on stage, right? And we see he's holding flowers behind his back. So to me, this could just be saying that, and maybe this is something you see from them, or they might view you this way, but I feel like it's more of you might see that they have a lot of attention around them. But I feel like this is saying that beneath it all, when we see those flowers behind the back, that there is a desire for them to settle down with just one connection, right? So it could just be one of those things where, yeah, maybe they have multiple people around them, but underneath it all, their true desire is to actually have a settled, committed relationship. So let's say, for example, if this was going to be a jealousy theme on your part, right? Because you see that there's a lot of people around them. I feel like this is saying that be on the lookout for that, because it doesn't seem like that's really their intention. It's like that they do really want to be settled down, but obviously, if that commitment fell apart between the two of you in the past, right, then that could be why they're exploring options at this time. But let's see what the Oracle cards add to the mix. First, we see what we get from the Messages of Love Oracle cards deck. Just looking for a single card here. Almost have one there. Well, if anything, I'll just give it a few more shuffles, and if we don't get a card, I'll put the deck down and pull a card that way. Yeah, so let's just do that. All right, just give me a few seconds to tune in, and we'll pull a card. All right, I'll take this one here, get this out of the way. And next, we'll pull a card from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. Just a single card here as well, and then we'll read both messages to wrap the reading up with. All right, and got one there. So first, let's see what we got from Messages of Love. Okay, we have Decision. It says it's time to decide about this relationship. And yeah, for sure. I mean, that's kind of the theme that I was seeing there too. Like I said, to me, looking at that Prince of Coins energy with the trees there versus the trees here, to me, it could represent the passage of time, right? So maybe a lot of time has passed between the two of you. Like I said, for some of you, you might have already been in a commitment with this person. And have separated since then. But for every view, if it's not that, it could just be saying that these are feelings that maybe haven't been expressed all this time. So hopefully that resonated. And let's see what we have from the wisdom y'all. All right, we have go to distance. There's the artwork, and the number's 47. So let's see what that has to say. Okay, the relationship message says you either are in or are going in a harmonious relationship that can stand the test of time. For better or worse, as you ride the ups and downs and even strain, break yourself, and are remade in new growth, you are being redeemed by the power of regeneration. Harmony does not mean there will never be a wrong note played, but that the relationship is marked by endurance and dedication to overall unity. A new song can be written, an instrument can be tuned, and the symphony of love will play on. Listen with your heart. Isn't it magnificent? So, definitely interesting there, especially the part which says listen with your heart. Isn't it magnificent? Because, like I said, it looks like in the past, the feelings were pretty strong. At the very least, the thought of the potential between the two of you and the connection seemed to be really strong in the past. For some of you, seeing this card makes me think that there could have been a split between the two of you, or if not that, could just be saying that a lot of time passed before anyone really expressed the feelings that they might have had. But like I said, it looks like there's definitely potential there for sure. Just watch out for that 5 arrows energy, like I said, between the Venus retrograde in your 12th house and Mercury retrograde coming up in your sign. Could be a little bit of a tricky energy when it comes to communicating. So just be on the lookout for that. Once again, happy early birthday to the Virgo Suns, and I'll see you guys next month. All right, bye.